te llamo pastelas, Rosa, clavel, jazmín, margarita, sí, cualquiera te da. Welcome back, welcome back. Pero que te llamaré venido, solo me jamás te llamaré porque quiero que estés conmigo. Yo no te llamas igual. Si me llaman reino, vida. How are we doing? Seguro te corresponde este nombre. Si te llamas mía desde hoy, te llamaré tuyo. Te llamo brisa, mi rosa, te llamo rosa, soy roja. Y si te llamo mi nena. Welcome, welcome to all of my salsa lovers. Well done for being here. Some of you are coming straight after bachata. We just had a bachata class as well. So for those who's joining for the second time, woohoo! You're working hard today, that's all I'm saying. And my salsa lovers, thank you very much for being here as well. Andre is here, I already see you. Hello, my darling. And Alfie is here. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? Oh, Leila is back as well, and she's donating money. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Yelena, good evening. Oh, Yelena is here. It's always nice to see Yelena. Yelena is one of our hardcore salseras. Yes, she is. No matter what she says, that's the truth. Mary Lou, welcome back. Present. I feel like a real teacher when Mary Lou says present. Andrea Rodriguez, hola otra vez. Oh, Yelena. Right back at you. Now, guys, we're going to start literally in 1 minute. Make sure you say hello to one another. We are all very, very friendly bunch here, and then we're going to do a little warm-up for just a few seconds. Rosa, clavel, jazmín, margarita, sí, cualquiera te va. Y si te llamas mía desde hoy, te llamaré tuyo, tuyo. Okay, I think it's that time now. Jessica is back, fantastic. A bit more in my comfort zone. Oh, Jessica, you're more of a salsera. Okay, that's great. Susan is here, Elena is here, and Sidika is back as well. Fantastic. Okay, guys, we're going to do a little warm-up. You know how these things go. We're going to warm up our body, get into a salsa mood, because as I say, some people come from bachata. They need to disconnect now from bachata to get into a salsa mode. And then, of course, we're going to continue with the class. I have a really focused class for you today. We're going to focus on our arm styling. We're going to focus on shoulder movement, a little bit of a hip movement, and there's going to be one particular turn in the end of the class just to push us a little bit over the edge. And if we manage, if we don't have to push it all in, but also have a piece of footwork that I really like to show you. So we'll see how it goes. The priority is to go a little bit through the arms and the shoulders. I think we struggle with that a lot. And then if we have time, we'll do some feet as well. If not, there's always the next time, right? But let's do a little warm up first, guys, with one of my favorite songs to warm up because it's nice and slow and everybody seems to like the song. It's Amigos No Por Favor by Pepe Orquestra. Luis sabe es canción. Canción de Perú, Luis. Canción de Perú. Susan, oh, Susan, thank you so much for your donation. I just saw it, darling. Thank you very much. All right, let's go. Just follow along. 5, 6, 7. Muy bien, tú me llamas, y contestas que me extrañas, y concuerdas que me quieres y te creo. Open arms. Nos vamos a ver y mis planes. Open. Si quiero acompañarte, siempre digo, por supuesto. Luego casi todo es felicidad. Hasta que a veces sientas como alivio, me callo mejor.
vuelve loca. Los amigos no se llaman a las 2 de la mañana. Amigos no se deberían dormir en la misma cama. Los amigos no se conocen todo el cuerpo. Por eso ando reinvento otras palabras, no te creo. Amigos no, por favor. Amigos no, por favor. Porque los amigos no se hacen el amor.
Okay, guys, this time, my turn.
Entonces digo, esta fue la última vez que nos veremos. Yo no merezco ser homenaje a su juguete y su pasatiempo.
One more time, to the right.
Pero algo pasa cuando vuelves a llamar. Y salimos de nuevo, todo está perfecto hasta ese momento que me vuelves a presentar. Los amigos no se besan en la boca. Los amigos no se están todo el día que te loca.
One more time, ready to do it.
Se llaman a las 2 de la mañana. Los amigos no se deberían dormir en la misma cama. Los amigos no se conocen todo el cuerpo. Por eso cuando reinvento otras palabras, no me creo. Amigos no, por favor. Amigos no, por favor. Porque los amigos no se hacen el amor. ¿Cómo dice bebé? Amigos. ¡Ya! Oh, por favor. Chile, tus amigos se besan. Chile, tus amigos se besan. Se llaman a las 2 de la mañana y duermen en la misma cama.
Warming up.
No se miran con ternura, no se besan con pasión. Porque los amigos no se besan. Lo siento mucho corazón. Pauzaite inventa una palabra porque se llama el amor. Y es para que lo gozas. Los amigos no se besan en la boca. Los amigos no se extrañan todo el día que se loca. Los amigos no se llaman a las 2 de la mañana. Los amigos no se dejan dormir en la misma cama. Que los amigos no se conocen todo el cuerpo. Siempre invento otra palabra, no te creo. Amigos no, por favor.
Okay, guys, 5, 10.
No, por favor. Porque los amigos no se hacen el amor.
1, 2, basic. One more. 10. 1, 2. Breathe in, breathe out, and that's it. Well done. All right, are we warm? I hope so. I hope we are warm. All right. Now, guys, if you struggle with the warm-up, don't worry. It's not a problem whatsoever. It's just a warm-up to keep you moving. The class will be explained a little bit more slow and consistent. So now, the first thing we're going to do is work on the arms, but to work on the arms, we need a particular footwork, okay? This footwork is really, really easy. That's why I've chosen it, so we could actually focus more on the arms. So, watch my feet. All we're going to do is step to the side. Step together, step together, step together, step together. As I step together, I tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes? I tap very lightly because as we're going to go with the momentum, it might become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there'll be a point where we actually, instead of tapping, we actually gonna bring that leg a little bit up as well. You will see how you feel with the momentum as we do the arms. So I show you from 2 different directions, then I'm gonna break it down. First, I'm gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3. So first it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3. Okay? So now the arms, they come from the center. One arm is gonna go up while the other one goes down, right? Now this arm position, we're gonna move it very nice and elastic. It's not gonna be position to position. It's gonna be more like relax, 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 and throw and go, right? So the first ones come from the center. At the same time, they separate. Then they come to the center and separate the other way around, right? Then as they go to the center, we're gonna throw them up, and then we're gonna throw their hands back. And as we do, our body naturally is gonna go a little bit forward, and that's gonna be kind of like a preparation to stop and a little accent before we're gonna continue with the basic. With the momentum, it will feel much better than probably doing it on its own, but we need to do it on its own first, right? So you're gonna have one way, the other way, hands up, and throw down before you're gonna go. So now, a couple of little details. As your hands go from your chest to the sides, you kind of want to have an imaginary line going through the shoulders, right? So what you don't want is one arm is, can you see that? You want more or less for them to be the same way. As you're gonna open them, I recommend to look slightly the opposite way than your higher arm is. So if this arm goes up, look, I go and look the opposite way. I don't know what about it. I can't put my finger on it. But when you look the same way, this becomes very big and out of place. If you look down, it kind of opens you up into the good position. 1 and 2. Can you see? I'm looking away from the arm that is higher. So now, as I combine this together, I'm going to take a step to the side. 1 and 2 and, right? We're doing the simple version first, then we're going to upgrade it. All right, one more time. 1 and 2 and. Again, 5, 6, 7 and. 1 and 2 and. Make sure you look the opposite way than your higher arms. 5, 6, 7 and. 1 and 2 and. Again, 5, 6, 7 and. 1 and 2 and. Good. So now, as you do this movement, also, don't be afraid to use your body as part of your arm styling. A lot of the times, the reason the body looks dead, because we use our arms, you see, and the body is just there. So the arms always look misplaced. But if you lay your chest open a little bit with the arms, open, you're creating the movement as if it happens through the body, your arms. So it always looks a little bit more, I hate this word, organic, but it's such a good word, but I hate it because it's used so much, right? So through the chest, it gives you a little bit more oomph when you do this arm style. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, and collect, right? So now we throw the hands up, and as we throw, they come through here, and look, elbows up, throw, right? Through the, let me go down. Through here, elbows go up, and then throw. And as you hear now, your next part is going to be straight arms, relaxed, boom, throw, through, and allow your body to go, boom. So you have boom, boom. You have boom, boom. That's my numbers for you, yes? So you have from the first position, 1 and 2 and up and throw. Basic 2, 3. Now, in order for that throw to work as your stop and like a preparation to do something else, you have to stop and not tap anymore as well. So if you notice, every single time I'm taking my step, I'm tapping, right? I'm tapping here as well. But now as I throw, look at my legs. I throw, I stop into the basic. I stop into the basic. Because if you're gonna tap, the tap brings your body back. So that throw and that angle kind of was for nothing, right? So one more time. 5, 6, 7, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. One more time. 5, 6, 7. Basic 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 6, 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And basic 2, 3. Again 6, 7. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 5, 6, 7. How's it feeling? Guys, for me to know whether you're doing okay or not, I need you to comment. Otherwise, I'm just going to go, woohoo, let's do more. And you're like going, no, Rasa, no. So make sure if you're doing good, give me a little thumbs up so I would know. If I see 3, 5 thumbs up, I'm moving along. If you're not doing good, just tell me and we're going to work on it. Don't worry. You know, this is all friendly, non-rushed environment. Alfie is saying you are excellent. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I keep doing the wrong hands. That is an issue, Andrea. Do the right arms. Now, guys, we're going to practice a little bit faster. But as you're practicing this movement, what I would really like you to do is now feel that movement a little bit. And boom, ba, da, ta, hi. Ba, ba, da. Have a little bit more relaxed movement with it. Try to get into the motion with it. But also, don't be afraid, as I say, the tap to lift a little bit the leg if it feels like it. Because you are going up with the arms, you will feel sometimes you might want to collect before you push the hands out. Don't be afraid to do that. If it feels like you want to collect as well. If you don't and you're going to keep it on the floor, it's exactly the same thing, so don't be shy. Little bit practice, I think, will be better. Okay, Sitka, we're going to practice a bit more. We are all back for salsa. I love it. I love when people want to dance with me. Okay, let's do it. Let's do a little bit more practice. 5, 6, 7. Basic. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop. Basic. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. And again. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. So this collection is important. Try not to stay here too long. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Da-ra-ka-ta. Now, guys, let me play a song. We can practice a little bit more with the music, and then hopefully you will feel a little more confident with it, and we can continue. Not a full song, like a half song, just to get into the motion. What can I play for you? I hear Mary Lou voice in my ear. She's saying, well, I don't have her in my ear, but in my mind, play a slow song, play a slow song. So I'm going to play a slow song. Basic 1. 1. Basic and 1. Keep it going, keep it going. Ready? Here we go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. This is slow.
Llenando mi mundo de color, tú me haces feliz, me siento vivo es por ti.
Ready?
Tú me haces feliz, nunca te arrepentiré. Tú me cambiaste la vida, con el sol que brilló en mi venta, contigo no me falta nada.
Ready?
Soy feliz, amor mío.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Yo no creía en el amor hasta que llegaste a mi vida.
Go, go, go.
Oh.
One. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7.
Entrego mi vida,
5, 6,
deja que un día tu amor amor habitas en mi corazón.
Here we go.
Eres todo lo que quiero, que me haces feliz. Me siento vivo es por ti. Tú me haces feliz. Me siento vivo es por mí. Tú me cambiaste la vida. Por eso que brilló en mi ventana. Contigo no me puedo dar.
Ready? Go.
Feliz, vida mía. Tú cambiaste mi destino. Yo no creía en el amor.
Last one.
Hasta que
Make it a
llegaste
good
a
one.
mi vida.
Let's go. How are we feeling, guys? How are we feeling? Are we okay? So you see, it's an active step, but also, did you know that collection is important? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right? So that's why also if you're using your chest to help your arms, 1 and as you're collecting, your arms naturally will collect. So much harder to do without the chest. 1 and 2. It becomes like aerobics, right? So throw through the chest. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's a very active step. I wasn't prepared for such a quick step. Well, it is and it isn't, right? It's step, tap, step, tap. So it is and it isn't. You know, it's debatable whether it's fast, but you do have to make an effort. But at the same time, have a think. We did arm, 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 and down. Step, tap, step, tap. You combine it together, and it looks so cool. It looks really cool. It looks really feminine. It looks really powerful. There's different positions, different arm situations. And it's just arms going side, side, forward, down. And it already looks so special. My problem is collecting the arms on the back step 1. Yeah, so once you go here and you go into the basic, bend. That's it. So you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You're going back step, bend the arms. And they are there. There's no need to collect. You're going into your basic, you're bending the arms through the elbows, and they come in a position where you need them to be, Debbie. Exactly. No problem. When I let my body lead my movement, it feels better. It's supposed to be that way. Always remember, one more tip before we continue. Always remember, the core, it never actually stops keeping you in place. So keeping the core doesn't mean that you can't move your chest. I can move my chest, but this is still engaged. If this is engaged, no matter what I'm going to do, I will still always be in place. The problem sometimes what happens, we move our body, but we relax the core. So we start moving and it becomes macaroni, yes? So no matter what I'm moving, I have to move the chest, but this has to be engaged because this is what's going to keep me in place and this is what's going to let me do it fast. But if you're going to relax this, it becomes macaroni, right? So then it doesn't work out. So keep the core engaged no matter what. Use your chest to open the arms and here, flick down, bend the elbows to come back into your basic. So now, don't worry, we're going to come back to this step. So we're going to have the opportunity to practice a little bit more, but let's do another step, okay? Just to mix it up. So now, the next step, super duper easy, and we're going to be working on our hips. And the hips is going to be just a little wiggle, just a little wiggle. But now, look at the step itself. 1 and 5 and that's it. Yes? So usually, remember back when we did this step. Forward on the right, forward on the right. And the left foot, it served as an anchor. The left foot doesn't move. It's a slow step. 1, 2, 3, change direction. 5, 6, 7, change direction. Basic 2 and 3. It's based on this step, but this time, as I'm stepping forward on my right, the left one will collect. 1, 2, step. 5, 6, step. Yes? 1, 2, step. 5, 6, step. I step right, tap on the left, step on the left, right, step, tap on the left, step on the left, right? So the important bit is still I'm going right forward and I'm going right forward. Yes, 2 beats in one. And now I'm just collecting the left before I take a step, collecting the left before I take a step. So that's the step itself, but we're going to do a little wiggle as we step forward on the right. So as I'm going forward, I'm going to do a wiggle. As I'm stepping forward, I'm going to do a wiggle. Now, let me show you from this direction. I'm stepping forward, and naturally, as I collect, I soften my knees, and I am able to do my little wiggle before I take a step. Step with little wiggle, take a step. Step, little wiggle, take a step. Step, wiggle, tap. Step, wiggle, tap. Step, wiggle, tap. Step, wiggle, tap, right? Now, it's really, really coquettic move. So small, it's just a little something, something. It's not like we did the arms all over the place, right? So it's really, really minimalistic, so it has to be accurate because it's really, really small. Now, the movement itself, if you have your weight in between the legs and you soften your knees, one knee straightens while the other one stays bent. The other one straightens while the other one stays bent. And that is your hip movement. If you notice, my upper body is not moving at all, hence why the transition between soft and a little bit straight knee gives you a little wiggle. Now, this is in between the legs, but in that move particular, you're going to be on one leg, but the other one is on the tap as you wiggle. So don't put the weight on that leg because it sets up, because that's the leg that's going to have to go immediately, right? So don't have it in between the legs. Have it on your right foot as you wiggle, but that one is on a big toe, allowing you to wiggle, okay? So you would have one basic, 1, 2, 3, forward on the right, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and basic 2, 3. Again, 5, 6, 7, basic, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Step, forward, wiggle, step, forward, wiggle, step, basic, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And forward, wiggle, step, forward, wiggle, step, and 1, 2, and 3. As I do my little wiggle, I keep my hands by my side. So then it's kind of like, it's all about the hips, right? So I'm letting them show, look at my hip, look at my hip. So just here, not on the armchair, the elbows are going back. So it's just here on your waistline. And also, as you do this step, in the end of the move, one of the legs is open, your right foot. Make sure you collect before you go basic. It's going to be a syncopated moment. It's really fast, but you need to collect before you go into your basic. Okay, one more time. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Forward and 1 and 2 and 3. 5 and 6 and 7 and basic 2, 3. 5, 6. One more and 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And 1 and 2 and 3. 5 and 6 and 7 and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Is it a yay or is it a nay? Let me know how you're doing. Give me a little thumbs up. And now we can combine the 2 steps together and practice the full song. So we have a little bit more material with to work with, so you wouldn't feel like you're just throwing hands side to side. Good. Lele is doing good. Yelena is doing great. Few more people, please give me a sign. So now, guys, as we're going to be doing this quick recap, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Then we'll go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and basic 2 and 3. Okay? Fantastic. Mary Lou says cute. Yeah, I think it's cute. We are a little bit more out there here and a little bit more cute here. I think we are approaching different kinds of personalities. All right, let's go.
La misma que un día como un sabor habitas en mi corazón.
5, 6,
tienes todo y me quiero. Tú me haces feliz. Me siento vivo es por ti. Tú me haces feliz. Me siento vivo y es por mí. Amor mío, tú me cambiaste la vida. Ready, go. Yo en mi ventana, contigo no me falta nada. Soy feliz, vida mía. Tú cambiaste mi destino. Yo no creía en el amor hasta que llegaste a mi vida. Let's go. Y los que están cogidos en la mano de Dios nunca se caen. Ya yo no quiero nada, yo solo le pido tiempo para disfrutar contigo este amor. Si ando en carro lujoso y no estás tú, sí, seguramente si te apaga la luz. Ey, eres el amor mío, de norte a sur. El amor que tú me has dado, no me fue cambiado. Solo no me da 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Sí, yo soy Manuel el Indomable, Eddie Moreno, amor mío, tú me cambiaste la vida. Fue el sol que brilló en mi ventana. Contigo no me falta nada. Here we go. Soy feliz, amor mío. Tú cambiaste mi destino. Yo no creía en el amor hasta que llegaste a mi vida. Y en el tiempo de Dios todo es perfecto. Last one, let's go. El patriarca. Yo soy Manuel el Indomable, conquistando corazones.
Well done, my peoples. Well done, well done, well done. So this is what I think is super important to do. Work on such things as the arms, but not just, like 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. It's like we've done that a million times before. We need variety. Arms are not just there as a position. Arms are there part of your body, making your dance more exciting. And with the sooner you're going to learn how to play with your arm, putting positions, everything, your shoulder is leading your body most of the time. So the more you're going to use this and the more you're going to get uncomfortable in the beginning, so much better it's going to be later on, right? So it has to be done. And also, little accents here and there is everything. It's not about how complicated the hip movement is. It's about doing it nice and small at the right time, the right part of the music, and it's a killer. That's what matters. Alfia, thank you so much for your donation, darling. Thank you, just saw it. Thank you very much. Can I once again feel the shoulders, though? Can I once again feel the shoulders? Can you not feel your shoulders, Yelena? What's happening with your shoulders, darling? Woo! All right, my peoples, we're gonna now continue in a shoulder shimmy. Oh, Yelena, this is gonna kill you, right? She already can't feel her shoulders. So now, shimmy. We've done it a million times before. We're going to do it again, and we're going to do it in the step tap, just the step that we did. We're going to do it in a step tap in an angle. I'll show you in a second. But we're going to do a shoulder shimmy. But what we're going to try to do today with the shoulder shimmy is actually we're going to try and angle our body as we do so without looking completely disastrous. Yes? So, first things first is our footwork. We did a step, tap, slip, tap, step, tap, step, tap. We do the same step, but in an angle 2 times forward, 2 times back. Step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap. Yes? Easy. Of course, it's going to be faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But the same principle. Now, if you notice, as I'm angling, I'm not angling my legs like this. I'm actually angling a little bit my body. 1, 2, 3, 4, stay and stay. First transition is here, is already in an angle. Then there's a second transition here, I'm in an angle. And then I'm already in the right angle for the next one. And then transition here in the end. right? But as I do so, I'm not doing the 90 degrees. I'm still centered, but I am angling to let my body do the step a little bit more nice rather than just the feet. So now, as we're gonna do the shimmy with this step, my arms are gonna go just underneath my chest. And very important bit, elbows are back, yes, not forced, but they're back, not in front, back. And my chest now, look, I keep my core engaged, but this part, look, I bring it in. I need to kill my posture a little bit so I can focus on my shoulders moving. Yes. If I keep myself positioned like really, really straight, like I usually do with dancing, it's hard to do those shoulders, right? So I push the chest in, elbows there, and then as I do my shimmy, it's easier. Oh, thank you, Alfia. And Mary Lou, thank you as well for your donation, darling. Thank you very much. I just saw it. I lost the count while I'm wiggling my hip. It happens. It happens, guys. Sometimes we need to really, really focus in the beginning and try not to wiggle randomly. Sometimes when the wiggle takes over, we can get a little bit lost. So make sure you're in control of the wiggle. It happens, though. It happens. So now, let's not lose control in the shoulder shimmy. As you're doing your shoulder shimmy, watch. My shoulders are going forwards and backwards, but I'm doing it slowly now, right? So my shoulders going forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. It's not circles. It's a flick. Forward, back, flick forward, back, ta, 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 right? And then when it gets faster, so now, as I'm going to do my step, it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for now. And I'm going to try and twist the body a little bit. But look at the shoulder. It's faster than my feet. 1 and this, I think 2 times faster than the shoulder. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, let's just practice that for a few times, and then I'm going to show you a little bit more advanced version of that. So basic first, 5, 6, 7, basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, stop. Make sure you stop with your legs together. Now we angle 1, 2, and 3 and 4. Okay, and we start our shoulders. Prepare the arms. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and basic step. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. One more time. 5, 6, 7. Basic 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Stop and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and basic 1, 2, and 3 and 5, 6, 7. Yes, I can do it. It's when I put the feet steps to it, all goes wrong. That's why we're practicing. Don't worry, you're not on your own, Debbie. That's why we're practicing. Few more times, and then I'm going to show you a different version, okay? 5, 6, 7, basic. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and basic. 1, 2, and 3. And 5, 6, 7. And guys, it's so difficult for me to count because when I count, I go 1 and 2 and right. It's so relaxed. So that this is the key. Shoulders, in order to do them fast, they have to be relaxed. But to keep them moving and not moving anything else, you have to keep your core engaged. Can you see? We're going around in a circle. This is engaged. We have stretched it and we're keeping it tight. So when I do my shoulders, no matter how fast I'm going to move them, this is not going to move. The moment you're going to relax this part, when you move your shoulders, the body takes over because you're moving the shoulders. And so everything becomes a bit of a mess. If you engage here and you stick with your forward, but here everything is tight, here everything is tight, then when you do your shoulders, imagine you're holding on to something and then you can move those shoulders without actually influencing your body. Okay? One more time. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Basic 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Basic step. And 1, 2, and 3. And 5, 6, 7. So now let's make it a little bit more exciting, even though I say it myself. I'm gonna place my hands a little bit more like towards you. And as I'm gonna do my shoulders, I'm gonna actually angle a little bit more with each step. I'm not going against my flow. So as I'm here, I'm just gonna allow myself to angle a little bit more into the step, 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 right? Don't force, don't go suddenly down to the floor. It's a really small influence. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 3, and 4. So you have a little bit more of a movement and it becomes a little bit more feminine as well, rather than just going like this with your arms here, right? So open those palms a little bit, keep them low, and as you move through the movement of the angle, okay? Good luck. If you can't get it, you still have the option number 1. Practice that. If you can't get that, keep practicing. All right, let's go. 5, 6, 7, basic 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Open palms and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, basic 1, 2, and 3. And 5, 6, 7. You actually might not be able to see through all this hair, my shoulders, right? So let me just put this up for you. Look, I have a system. Ta-da! Am I good or what? All right, let's go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Shoulders and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basic and 1, 2, 3. Again, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and basic 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. Is it getting better, guys? Are you getting that? Can we move along? If so, let's do it with the music, the whole thing, okay? Da 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 da. Good. Lele is good. Okay, let's do a dress rehearsal, guys. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. Basic. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6. One more basic. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6. Arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Hips. Forward right. 1, 2, and 3. 5, 6, and 7. And 1, 2, 3. Stop and shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Basic 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. Let's try, guys. Let's try. Debbie's getting better. Excellent. Fantastic. All right. Let's try with music. It's a bit of an intro, but it's a beautiful song, guys. Breathe, open up. Oh, I love this song. 5, 6, 7, basic 1. 1. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2. Shoulders.
Combinación tan cruel, con nuestras mentes.
Yes.
Un acto así termina, con una vida y nada más. Nada se logra con violencia.
Are we ready?
No se logra.
Go!
Aquellos que han nacido en un mundo así, no olviden su fragilidad.
Shoulders.
Lloras tú y lloro yo, y el cielo también, y el cielo también.
Ready? Let's go. Make sure you keep breathing. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Get yourself ready. Here we go. Hip. Shoulder. One more time. Let's go. Woo! How are we doing, guys? Are we okay? Are we surviving this routine so far? No routine, moves. So guys, what we're going to do now is turning, okay? It's going to be based again on the step tap. It's going to feel a little bit unusual because we are so used to doing this, right? And it's going to be exactly the same turn, but it's going to have an up-down feel with the tap. So it's going to be a little bit weird. It's going to take a while to get used to it, I think, but it's not complicated at all. Good. Leila is good. Yelena is good. Fantastic. Make sure you communicate with me, peoples. All right, so now watch this. We have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3. Okay? 2 times we're doing this just to come back into timing. So now, what is the characteristics? Usually, we go side as a preparation to turn the opposite way, correct? We go usually to the right, to turn to the left, and then we collect, and then 5, 6, and 7. Well, this time, exactly the same principle. I'm going to the side on my right foot, but then I tap with my left, and I'm down. Yes, I have up, down with the tap. Soft knee. When I say down, soft knee, right? Soft knee. And then I take a step on my left, and from this down, I'm going up into a 10 with my leg up. Again, it's so much easier with the momentum, right? But the idea is I prepare down, step up, 10, step to the side again. Now, it's really, really good. I will dance this video later. Oh, excellent, Alfia. Fantastic. So guys, when we're doing this 10, it's important to remember the core and to remember to turn up. I go up, down, up. Leg goes up into momentum. And then as I finish, I step to the side again, right? Head is important as well. Down, I look, and I look again before I take that step, right? This is all about control. So we have the right foot. We go to the side on the right, right, down with the top of the left, left. Momentum use from the hip. Raise the right leg up. Flick your head as you finish. Step out. Ready to do the next one. Step on the left. Flick with your right. Lift your right leg up and flick with your head. And you go to the side again. Yes, it's gonna be really easy with momentum because as you're gonna be losing your balance, you're gonna be going into your side step, right? 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, and 3, and that's it, right? One more time. Going to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. We're gonna continue as a practice, but when we're dancing, we're only gonna do 2 times, okay? But now let's just continue. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Yay or nay? Now, guys, my arms actually help me. So if you imagine when I'm dancing, if I am turning, it's like walking on a wire, right? It's a spin. So you never would walk on a wire like this with your arms like this. You would always open them to balance yourself out. Same principle. As I'm taking a step to the side, I immediately open my arms. But if you notice, I don't open them so much that it actually dispositions me. I open it just so I could keep my balance, right? So my shoulders are still down. It's nice and relaxed. As I'm collecting my tap and I'm bending my knees, I am allowing my elbows to drop because now I'm going to use this to come up. Can you see? So my arms actually participating in the movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. I collect my arm. The opposite arm, if I'm turning on my left, is my right arm that's collecting, allowing me to turn, and then I'm ready to step out again, in, up. Yes? One moment, guys. Somebody's knocking on my door. No, I think it's up. There was a takeaway, guys. A takeaway guy, and it's a lockdown here in London, so I was like a little bit like, who is knocking on my door? And it was a takeaway guy. It's not for me. I didn't order food, guys. I didn't order food yet, but I got a little bit scared. I thought, why somebody's knocking? You showing me arms slowly today really helped on side spinning. Oh, you're welcome, Layla. I'm glad. You're welcome. So guys, open, bend with the tap, open, opposite arm, collect. And guys, I am telling you, the head is everything. Even if I'm doing nothing, but I turn my head and I try to see through the other side, immediately twist my body and I get momentum, okay? So one basic step, I'm gonna turn 2 times now, okay? Basic, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, basic, 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, and 7. That's the idea. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Side and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basic. 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, 7. Another thing, don't take for granted your back step. The back step always take in the end of the move on the ball of the foot. If you put the whole foot down, what happens sometimes when you're losing balance, it looks like you're falling onto that step, and that's why it looks clumsy. But if you actually losing your balance, but you put your foot on the ball of the foot, it actually stops your body and it doesn't look like you're falling. So always back step, think on the ball of the foot. Would it look ungraceful if I turn keeping the arms out with arms slightly bent, palms out? I can do it much better. I mean arms slightly bent at elbows, palms out. Palms out, arms slightly bent. No, I don't see any problem with that. I don't know. You know, the thing is, to be completely honest, it's not about where you're going to keep your arms. This, the way I do it, is just one of a million ways you could do it. As far as I'm concerned, you could go, yes, who cares? It's supposed to first and foremost look beautiful for you. Everybody has different styles and everybody likes different things, right? So if you look at yourself and you like how you look when you're keeping your arms, then it's fantastic. If it's keeping you in balance and you like how you look, who am I to say no to you, you know? But of course, if it's not helping you through the balance, that would be different. But now you're saying it's helping you, so why not? My balance is perfect doing it that way. That's great. So then do it. Just make sure that when you actually get into that position, I don't know whether I'm doing exactly what you say you do, but whenever you do the position, just make sure you have nice lines. Yes, make sure that your balance doesn't depend on you balancing something like this. Does that make sense? So you can choose your own position if that's easier for you to start with and you don't want to experiment and break your balance. You can use different arms, but just make sure that they line. Yes, that you have a nice line, that everything nice in fingers, in tension. Yes, so you wouldn't look like you catching your balance, but the form is not nice, right? So just make sure you have nice lines, and you can do that if that's easy for you. Yes, but at some point you want to come out of your comfort zone. So do it for now, but then later on, when you feel like you've got it, try different things. We always want to push ourselves to be uncomfortable in order to progress with our development. Cool? Yes. Good, Debbie. All right. One last time, a little bit faster, and then we do everything from the top. 5, 6, 7. Basic 1, 2, 3. Here we go to the side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, and 7. So control that body when it gets a little bit faster. And let's now take it from the top. Marisol, thank you so much for your donation, darling. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. All right, guys, ready or not? From the top. 5, 6, 7. Basic. 1, 2, 3. Arms. Here we go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, forward right with the hip. 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, and 7, and 1, 2, 3, shoulders. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, basic step. 1, 2, 3, turning 2 times, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, and 7. And that is our class for today. So, guys, let's start with the music, the whole thing, and then after the song's finished, we are done with the class, but then you can ask questions. We can talk a little bit more about the technique or whatever, and don't just leave yet. We're going to discuss a little bit more about all of the things we've done. But let's have one song to finish it off. Ooh, I'm so tempted. All right. Something not to make you panic. So, a little bit more up-tempo, but it's not the fastest song I have ever done, all right? Get in a moment. One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Keep it small. Engage. Relax. Shoulders. And breathe. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Keep it going.
Estoy seguro que lo dejarás en cualquier momento. Mientras que me consumo solo con un par de besos. Yo estoy seguro que lo dejarás, todo es cuestión de tiempo.
Let's go!
Contigo no me parece bien. Quería salir de noche, me pertenece. Contigo no me parece bien.
Baby!
Siempre te vienes, así eres tú, así soy yo. Sé que no somos nada, pero no lo así eres tú, así soy yo. Aunque no somos nada, logramos dentro. de la cosa que no me arrepiento. Estoy seguro que lo dejarás en cualquier momento. Solo con un par de besos.
Are we ready?
Lo dejarás como es cuestión de tiempo.
Let's go!
Y así eres tú, y así soy yo. Sé que no somos nada, pero nos damos todo, así eres tú, y así soy yo. Y aunque no somos nada, nos damos
5, 6, 7, go! Are we ready? Go!
No sé por qué tú me tratas así, me apagas y luego me sientes. No me llevas, dime mamá, ¿por qué te vas?
Ready? Ready? Go!
Me parece bien.
Woo! Again. No, I'm joking, guys. No more again. Woo! How are we feeling? Oh la la. You only have classes on Sunday? Alfie, I also have classes on Saturdays. Saturdays is both for girls and boys at the same time. And we do amazing things. We do choreographies, we do body movement, we do spinning techniques, all kinds of things. So Saturday, 7 p.m. UK time, we meet here on the channel and we do classes as a group. Next Saturday, since you bring it up, Alfie, we have Dominican Bachata. So next Saturday, Dominican Bachata. The Saturday before, we did salsa body movement. So every Saturday, we do a different thing, but we do it together. Then Sundays here, guys, every Sunday, come along. Don't be shy. Everybody's welcome. This is based on donation. If you have something to share, share some money. If you don't feel pressured. The reason these classes are free is so that everybody could dance in a difficult time and have a little bit of joy, at least for a few hours. That is my dedication from this lockdown. So we have Saturday, Sunday, and also Wednesdays I do freestyle classes. Now, freestyle classes is not salsa bachata. We actually do hip hop, we do contemporary. Last week we did contemporary, we did footloose, we do all kinds of Bollywood moves and stuff. So we meet on Wednesday and we do it on Zoom because I use a lot of popular music and YouTube doesn't like when I use popular music. So we meet on Zoom, I collect emails. If you want to join in on Wednesdays, it's 7 p.m. UK time. Then you can send me an email. Let me send you my Instagram handle. Just find me on Instagram. Send me an email through a private message. I can add you on my list. It's every Wednesday. We have a really nice group of people. It's like 15, 16 people every Wednesday. And we just have a lot of fun learning different kinds of types of dances. And we try and use our body and we do choreographies. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. As I say, we did Footloose and we did Meatloaf song and then we did Bollywood. I mean, it's the whole spectrum. And last week we did contemporary. So you never know what's coming. And basically you get to dance all kinds of music, and people also send me the music they like, and I choreograph to that music, and we just have a lot of fun. 1 hour on Zoom. You get to see me. If you want, you turn your camera on as well. Well, if you cannot donate on YouTube, you're more than welcome, guys, to donate on PayPal. So, or coffee. So if you go, HTTP, blah, blah, blah. Give me just 1 second, guys. Do not run away. .com, Rasa, Pauzaite. You can also donate here, guys. If you feel generous, please just press on the link. It will tell you how to do so, and you can definitely do that in every region. These were my first lessons with you. Oh, really? And I really have lots of new things to practice. Thank you. We'll definitely be back next week. Fantastic, Jessica. I'm really glad you enjoyed yourself. Thank you very much. I really do try, and we do, as you noticed, Jessica, we do very little in 1 hour. It's not like we overwhelm each other with moves, but what we do, Jessica, is 4 weeks nonstop. We do every Sunday different kinds of moves, but like very specific, and we drill the techniques. And then the week 5, Jessica, we do a choreo week. And we take all the steps we've learned, we put it in a choreography, and we try to pretend we're on the stage. But we usually only use the moves we already done. So the point is to keep learning the technique and get better at dancing. And then the week 5, we try to have fun and just get loose and just practice all of the steps that we've done in these weeks. So we have some sort of system, if you, or one up, or I like to think that we do. My pleasure, Sitka. Now, guys, as I mentioned, Saturdays come along. We have classes here as well. Next Saturday is Dominican Bachata. Sundays, we are always here, so you know what we're doing here. Make sure you come along. Wednesdays, we have the Zoom class. And guys, I really, really wanted to tell you about, some of you already know this, so I appreciate if you don't stick around. But we have technique classes on Zoom coming up as well. Those are paid. It's going to be £10 for 2 hours, but you're going to have a technique class, which is going to teach you balance. It's going to teach you spinning. It's going to teach you turning out your feet. It's going to teach you how to find balance. We're going to have system and exercises and practice time, and it's going to be on Zoom, so I get to see you, you get to see me. And we have salsa and bachata, and it's next month. And guys, if you want to book, it's only £10, but I believe that this workshop has value. We don't get to spend enough time on technique, nothing to do with new moves. We literally, I'm going to be training you how I train, basically, to get better at arm positioning, at the wrist, at the fingertips, all of the things that you need to know. And they're going to be break down in a system that you can actually take after the workshop, incorporate in your daily routines, and have something to practice, you know. So if you want to do that, it's on my website. You can easily book. If you need more questions, I gave you my Instagram. Make sure you send me a message and we talk. That's it. Oh, I talked myself to death, I'm telling you. You know, my mother is always surprised. She's like, how can you talk for hours? Well, I don't know, but I kind of can. Guys, seriously, first of all, thank you for donations. Really appreciate it. And I see when you do donate online as well. But most importantly, guys, everybody's been thanking me for doing these classes, but I want to thank you. You are making me sane. I'm every day thinking about you. What can I teach on Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday? You know, I feel like I have a purpose. Yes. And even when I'm doing my Instagram or I do my YouTube videos, I always think, what did they ask? What did they want? So it keeps me, I feel like I have a purpose. And in this lockdown, especially, I'm locked down myself on my own. It gives me some sort of sense of normality and like I have a job to do and a purpose. So thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you, and I hope you've learned something at the same time. And now enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I'm gonna call my mother because she's watching. Oh, great. All right, my bambinos, I say goodbye. You are free to flee. Oh, Elena, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Thank you. I do try, guys. I do try. All right, my peoples. Say goodbye to one another and be kind.